All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go.
Brissett now. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. On play action, Brissett. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 54, running. 17 running. 54. Block 54. Get in the weight room.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's
Probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive of your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Back to you. Shit.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Guys man, it's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, you only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready, set. 58, Mike. And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Ready.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base. Number 53. Mike 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Off the play fake. Good. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's now second and 6 at the 43.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey. Get that quarterback.
Second and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a third and 6.
Let's get off the field. 53 to Mike. Hey, I-7. 5.
From the gun. One. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Let's go, buddy.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
Ready.
Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Looking to throw. Good. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
5. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming. Get it.
On third down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours for my head. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
You ready? Mike, 58, right there. Smooth. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. All day, now. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lord, Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From the 29, Brissett. The throw taken in by Cole. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st down, Bell. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. To throw, Brissett. A screen to Bell. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Into the air once more as Brissett. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls. Switch it, come on, switch it.
Again, it's Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Colts 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, come on. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. Hey, 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 hey.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Loss of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Get some penetration here.
Brissett sets to throw it. And a catch made by Hilton. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there, as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? Ready?
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 1. And the catch made by Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On the set.
53, Mike. Watch the run.
Hey, Alpha.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Night, sweetheart.
To throw on 3rd down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now A fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's got it complete to Perkins. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Brissett now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Brissett. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. 55 is Mike, guys, 55.
Play action now. Brissett. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 30.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Go.
finding some room at midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Roy. And he rips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Number 53, Mike 53. Go.
Hey, Haywood.
53.
On third down. Moore is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And a reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brissett, he's going to air. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. This is Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I can't believe you let you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On 1st down. It's Sanders. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Roy. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
218, chop. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
On the ready.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Keelan Cole with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Let's go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Bridgestone, travel.
Check 24. Check 24.
Five.
On first down, it's Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on second down. And this is incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Lloyd. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And now look at him go. Past the 20, and they're going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Colts 31, Steelers 27.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Come on,
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
on the ball. Be grip.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, exit.
Looking to throw on second down. Lloyd, throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Ready, set.
58, come on. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll run on first down. Snell. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's get it.
The 44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Down. 8 read.
Double dog, that's the way.
Operating from the gun. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, Bell And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watching your 5. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 24 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier.
Baby, yeah.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Bell. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Brissett. Caught here by Bell.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Now! Five!
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep to... And got his man complete. Give him 32 on the play. Well, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Set! 10 Lobo.
QB's traps. Let's go.
Hey, Orbit.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go, go.
Check. 53 Mike. Check. 53 Mike. I'm coming.
Shoot.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
We go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Number 53. Mike, 53. Come on, D. Mike, 53.
Get it.
He's back to throw. And it will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it's 3rd and short.
Here we go, here we go. Bravo. 90 Wolf. Big grip, big grip.
Back to throw. Warren. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now.
Let's go. 30 base.
Check. 53 Mike. Man up, man up, man up, man up. Check.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Mike, 53, check 53.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Stills bringing it in. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Check safety, check safety.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Warren. It's caught by Sanders. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for Indianapolis, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.